Greetings, greetings, hola, bonjour, all of those things, all of those hellos and greetings to my family and friends. Listen, I have been talking to a couple of people this morning and have actually been hearing several people say that they have been sick, are just getting over being sick, and all types of things. So what I decided to do is I decided to cut a video to just share some secrets and tips with you. One of the reasons why I want to share this with you is because here in the Hazel household, very, very rarely does anyone here get sick. We've never had the flu here. We don't get the flu shot. That's something that, as a family, we have just decided that we're not going to partake in. None of us have ever had it in our system and never planned to. So what I did is I began to do a little bit of research on Google, just trying to Google some things and see if what I could find on different websites coincided with the things that I already know, the things that we already do here as a household. And what I found is that the websites that promote the flu shot are not promoting healthy eating. They only really want to promote the flu shot. The websites that promote healthy eating as a means to prevention are not really talking about the flu shot. So to me, that speaks volumes. I always do my best to feed my family the absolute best that I can. Sometimes we're very busy. We run multiple businesses and, we wind up eating out, but we never eat fast food, and we always try to make sure, we're getting our vegetables, we're getting all of the things that we need. So I want to give you the top 5 foods that are going to help you avoid the flu this year. Now, it's no coincidence that this is the time of year when the flu starts hitting families and households really, really hard. People think that it's because the weather is getting cold. Believe me, that's not it. That is not it at all. If you talk to, medical professionals that are going to tell you the truth, the cold air does not cause people to be sick, okay? There are other things that are causing this. Not only am I going to give you the foods that you should avoid, but I'm also going to give you alternatives and things that you can use to help in the prevention and in staying very, very healthy as a family. Because I do understand that, people are going to work, people are going to school, and they're getting germs from other people, but we want to keep that at bay as much as possible. Okay, so the number one food to avoid, if we can call it food, drink, is alcohol. Now, that may be a tough one for some people, but what I'm going to say is we have to look at moderation. If you're a person that drinks on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, who am I to say stop drinking? I can't give that instruction to you, but what I can say is moderation. We know what alcohol does in our bodies anyway. So now when we add flu season on top of that, it's not going to be a good mix. All right. The second food that you want to avoid is dairy. When we eat dairy, you get that mucus feeling, you get that thick saliva and all those types of things. So imagine what's going on in your body if you can see what's happening just in this area. The number 3 food to avoid is sugar. So we want to cut down on the juices, right? We want to cut down on the candy. Now, the thing about sugar, this is something that my husband and we have talked about for years and years and years. This is when flu season starts. This is when all of the candy hits the shelves to prepare us for Halloween, right? So we're taking in all of this sugar, and we're wondering why our bodies are breaking down. It's not because of the weather. It's because of the things that we are putting into our bodies. The number 4 food that we should avoid to help prevent the flu are fried foods, soul food, right? So when we let's take soul food as a whole. When we talk about fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and the candied yams, right? Just in those 3 foods alone, we've had fried foods, we have had the carbs with the dairy, the sugar with the candied yams. So we're touching on a lot of things. So we run from Halloween into Thanksgiving, where we eat a ton of carbs and all that kind of stuff. And then we run it into Christmas time, and then we run it into the new year, and we start in October, and we have this 90-day run of just junk that we're pouring into our bodies, and we tell ourselves, oh, at the first of the year I'm going to start my new diet. And that's great if that's what you choose to do, but just know that for those 90 days you may be suffering in terms of illnesses. I've seen so many families over the years just go from illness to illness to illness. I have it, now he has it, now they have it, now I have it again, and now it's just this never-ending cycle. I want to try to help you to avoid those things. Now, the last food, number 5, is going to be your processed foods, your fast foods. Cut down on those as much as possible. If you can take them completely out of your diet, that is going to be absolutely perfect for you. I promise you, you're going to see a difference. Fresh fruits, fresh veggies, lean meats, foods that you cook at home. If you are eating out, try to make the best choices possible. Cut down on like I said, the fried foods, the breads, and all of those types of things. Yes, I know they're delicious. Yes, I know that a lot of times we socialize around food, but we have to be very, very cognizant of the choices that we make, especially the older we get. I'll be 40 in a couple of months, so I am definitely very, very aware of what I put in my body. And then my husband, he's older than me, so I want to make sure he's healthy. My children, they're athletes. I want to make sure they are healthy and not lethargic and all of those types of things. So I have a reason to make sure I'm feeding my family the right things. Not saying any of this to step on any toes. I'm just trying to give you some tips to, be healthier. Be healthier. So now I want to turn around and give you 5 foods or 5 things that you can put into your system that are going to help you. All of the foods that I would suggest replacing your foods with are going to be, like I said, those fresh foods. Shopping on the outside of the supermarket instead of down those single aisles. They're going to be the foods that I suggest. But I also want to give you some supplementation recommendations, because I know that this has been a key point to the healthiness of my family. First thing I want to talk about is this. It's called Zen Pro. Zen Pro is a protein powder. Now, this particular protein powder, it doesn't have any sugar. It doesn't have any soy. This is made specifically of rice protein, pea protein, whey protein. This is something that you can actually use as a meal replacement or a meal supplement. Okay, the reason that I really want to show you this is because, number one, it's going to up your protein intake, which is going to be great. It's also going to give you something sweet, so it's going to keep you from having some sugar cravings. On top of that, what I have found is a lot of us are just eating entirely too much food. We are under the misconception that we have to have these 3 huge meals a day, and our bodies are rejecting it. So when we can start to replace a meal with something like this, it's absolutely exceptional. So sometimes I do a protein shake, and sometimes I will do something like a green smoothie, but I'll add my Zen Pro protein to my green smoothie, so I'm still getting my protein in. The second thing that I want to recommend is the Zen Fit. This is in the same line as the Zen Pro, which is going to come in chocolate and vanilla. This Zen Fit is going to come in watermelon and tropical punch, so you could try either flavor. Now, this is your amino acid drink. What I love about this is this actually gives a sense of hunger satisfaction. It's sweet, although there's no sugar, so it tastes really, really good. And sometimes, for me, if I'm looking for a quick breakfast, I'll mix this with some water, and I'll grab 2 boiled eggs, and that'll be enough to hold me for several hours. So I'm getting my amino acids. This is also going to give you several grams of protein. So you're getting your nutrients. And it's going to help keep you from wanting something sweet. It's going to keep you from running to, that vending machine or those cookies or whatever the case may be, because that's what we really want overall, to be healthier, right? Let me interject this along the lines before I touch on these last couple of products. Exercise is extremely important. Exercise can consist of so many different things. It could consist of just a daily walk. It could consist of a run if you're a runner. It could consist of weight training if you love to lift weights. It could consist of some yoga, some Pilates, anything to get the body moving, get the blood flowing, burn some calories. Sweat, when we sweat, that is the body cleansing itself of toxins. So we want to get all that stuff out. So don't neglect exercise even with all of this. But if you are in a position where for a time you cannot exercise based on time constraints, based on a physical ailment or something like that, do not neglect your supplements. AM PM supplements. This is going to be a multivitamin. It is essential that all of us intake a daily multivitamin. Now, one good thing about these particular multivitamins is that not only do they have all of your vitamins, all of your minerals, all of your nutrients and extracts, but they also are going to fight the aging process. They're also going to repair your cells and repair your DNA. There's not a lot of vitamins on the market that do what these vitamins do. So I guarantee you that you are going to see tremendous benefits, feel completely different. Things are going to turn around for you. And when you start to partake in supplements that get your body where it's supposed to be, that is what is going to make you less likely to eat the bad foods, to crave the things that you know that you shouldn't have. So you want to look at your AM, PM, and this is a vitamin that you can take in the morning, and then another one that you can take at night that's going to work while you're sleeping. You're going to absolutely love it. Last product I want to talk about is the Reserve. Reserve is so important because it is going to give you not only your super fruits, which are extremely important to your health, but it's also going to feed your body those much needed antioxidants. The antioxidants, they are going to help fight the free radicals in the body. Those free radicals do some really crazy things when they get to jumping around inside of our bodies. So we want to have something that's high in antioxidants. When medical professionals advise that you drink a glass of red wine every day, it is so that you can get the proper amount of antioxidants. So if you would like to get your antioxidants without having to drink the wine every day, right? Because we want to kind of stay away from the alcohol, the Reserve is the answer for that. So I just wanted to share some supplements with you that are going to help your body operate and function the way that it's supposed to. They're going to help you maintain your health the way that you want to for yourself and your family. And I wanted to share with you, those foods that are not serving you. A lot of times we think because our bellies are full that we've gotten the nutrients that we're supposed to get, and that's not really true. We want to make sure that we are giving our body the nutrition that it's supposed to have. We want to make sure that we are partaking in things that have a value, right? We want to try to be efficient with our time, efficient with our meals, and all of those types of things. So I really truly hope that this information helped you today and that you have gotten some great value out of it. I would love to hear your feedback, would love to hear if you learned something new today, and would love to hear if you have any more tips that I may have left out here in this video. So I thank you for your time. I thank you for joining me. Please follow me on my YouTube page. Subscribe to my page. It is Rochelle Y. Hazel, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next video. Here is to your health, your happiness, and to all of your desires. I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.